Hey y'all, it's Courtney and I am back with another video. And first off, just let me say this. I, as a grown-ass human woman, somehow forgot how the sun works. Mysteriously. And the fact that even though it was only 65 degrees out yesterday, that it was still sunny. And that just because it's not extremely hot doesn't mean that the sun can't burn you. I mean, that's not really what happened. Really what happened was I put sunscreen on my face. I used it as a base under my makeup. I'm going to use this stuff. I have a couple samples of it, and it's actually really nice. I love the smell of sunscreen, so I like it. If you don't like the smell of sunscreen, you might not like it, though. It's Olay something. There it is. Olay Complete Defense Daily UV Moisturizer. SPF 30, sensitive skin. So anyways, yeah, I used that under my makeup yesterday. That's why my face is not burnt, but I forgot the rest of my body. Honestly, the reason why I forgot the rest of my body, it's pretty bad, too. I'm going to shut this door just so that I can not run into it. So, the reason, there's lipstick on my arm. Okay, the reason why I forgot my body was because the zoo that we went to is, like, really shaded, and there's, like, a lot of trees and stuff. And there's only, like, there's 2 sections of it that are in the sun, but most of it's, like, shaded under trees. So I didn't think, we were only there for 3 hours. So, like, in 3 hours I got all this. So, I mean, I got it good, too. I don't know how. You see my straps, and then look at this side. I look so stupid because I'm burnt all the way up on this side, but this side I have like a mark right here because I wear a crossbody purse. So I even have the strap of my purse down my back. Well, this is my strap for my shirt, but this one is from my purse. So cool. Looking pretty cute right now. Sunburns always wear me out. They make me so tired. So every time I'm sunburned, I'm like wiped out for the next few days. But anyway, so it didn't even cross my mind that I needed to wear some sunscreen. But I guess, especially when you've been inside for months, you should probably wear some sunscreen. So, anyways, we had fun though. Lots of fun. So, anyways, today I'm going to just do some makeup and just chit chat with you guys. I think that that's, you know, an appropriate video. I've already made a video about the current situation going on. I want to keep speaking about that, but I just think that we just all need to use our voices. I've got a small platform, but it's still a platform, and I want to make my stance clear that, just because I'm making an upbeat, happy video doesn't mean that I don't understand what's going on in the world, and that things are bad, and that injustices are happening, and that I'm not okay with that. I just want to make that clear. I like to make happy videos and, like, just giddy, you know, excited me videos because I feel like it's, you know, if you're having a bad day, or you're having a stressful day, or you're, you know, dealing with things like this, watching the news too much, because heaven knows that, you know, it's nothing but negativity. You can click on one of my videos and know that most likely it's not going to be anything super negative. Even if I am chit-chatting about something, you know, that is kind of negative, I try not to be a downer kind of person. I try to make my videos, you know, kind of happy. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. By no means, me being happy does that mean that what's going on in the world is okay. Just get that out of the way. So, anyways. So, I'm going to do some makeup, like I said. And first off, I'm going to be using my other palette that I got, the Bubble Nebula Changeable. And I'm going to be using, on my lid, this color. It's so pretty. I want to use, oh, that's in my other palette. There's a blue shadow that I want to use really, really bad, but it's kind of dark. And it's a lid shade. It's not, that's not a crease color. Like, there's just no way. But yeah, so we went to the zoo yesterday. Well, we were going to go to IHOP first. We were going to get up and get ready and go to IHOP. But things are just opening back up, and people, I guess, are pretty excited about it because, well, and plus places are only allowed to have half capacity so that they can, you know, do the 6 foot rule. So we went there, and, they said like a 20-minute wait, and we were like, we're freaking hungry, and we want to get up to the zoo early, so that we can stay for, you know, a few hours rather than having to rush through it. And so we left IHOP, and cause we put our name on the list. Well, I put our name on the list because I wasn't sure if we were gonna wait or not. And then we decided not to. We went all the way to like the next part of town over, which was like a 20-minute drive, and went to Shoney's instead. And Shoney's is not my favorite, but got right in, of course. So when we were pulling into their parking lot, it finally said that our reservation was ready, and I had to cancel it. And I was like, oh my god, we would have been waiting that whole time. So I saw something horrible yesterday, and it really bothered me. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Like, since all this riding stuff started, like, where'd the Rona go? I mean, that shit disappeared real quick, didn't it? Nobody's talking about that now. So, honestly, I think just with the way the media works, everything is just so sensationalized. It's so crazy to me because I haven't heard shit about that since all this started going on. Haven't heard anything. And I'm lucky enough to live somewhere where this isn't going on, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I hope y'all know what I'm saying. Like, it's just really crazy that now that it's like on to the next big thing, you know? So does that mean that numbers are dwindling so much that they can stop, you know, fear-mongering? Or, I mean, I don't know. Or is it just that they got bored with the topic and this is the next big thing to talk about? I mean, what is it? What do you guys think it is? I love that color. Super pretty. Oh, so we went to Shoney's yesterday. And for 5 people to eat, it was like $67. And when I went up to the desk, I asked the girl, I was like, are you guys getting hazard pay or anything? And she's like, no, but to be fair, we just came back, so it's not like we were working this whole time. And I'm like, yeah, but right now it's still hazardous to be working. You know, a lot of people are still not working right now. So, I mean, you're still putting your life at risk, or putting your health at risk, at least, coming to work every day. So, you know, it's still, so, but I asked that because I wanted to know how much of a tip I should leave. Not that I wouldn't have left a good one anyways, but, I felt bad that they were not getting hazard pay, basically. And I figured as much, but one can hope that, you know, people are actually getting something good. But anyway, so she told me no. So our bill was $67, and we tipped $15. $15 on our table. I'm not bragging. Don't get that twisted. I'm not like bragging by saying, ooh, I left this much money. But, you know, in times like these, people that are putting themselves at risk to do their jobs, I'm gonna tip them. You know, good. Because if not for them, my fat ass wouldn't be getting to eat breakfast. Going out to eat breakfast, at least. So, you know, I just think that they deserve an extra tip. But that's not what I even wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was the fact that we were walking out the door, and we walked past another table, and I just happened to glance down. And apparently my husband did too, because as soon as we left, he was like, "Did you see that?" And it was the table right beside the door, so, or like the last one before you get to the registers, so it was like on the way out. And he was like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "Yeah, was that right?" And he was like, "Yeah." They left this poor woman $1, a single dollar, for 3 people to eat, plus a baby that spilled something all over the table. It was like dripping onto the floor, so they threw it. As soon as the baby spilled something, they took off, basically, I would imagine. They gave her $1. Like, that's just a slap in the face, man. If you cannot afford to tip, don't go out to eat, my dude. Because I remember how much that sucked coming home with almost nothing. Because I worked at a hibachi restaurant, and they took 65% of my tips. So I only got to keep 35%. And the other 2 people that I had to split it with both got hourly wages. And I never got a check, because they always said, "Oh, well, we pay your taxes with your $2 whatever an hour." And I never really questioned it, because that was the only waitressing job I'd ever had. I'd never worked off tips before. I got tips whenever I worked at Pita Pit, but that was extra. You know, I got like, way back then, this was really good though. I got like $7.50 an hour, and I think it was like $2 above minimum wage. But yeah, like, tips were extra. When I worked at Fujiyama, oh my god, when somebody would leave a tip like that, it made me want to cry, because you take care of somebody for well over an hour usually, especially a place like Fujiyama, or like a sit-down restaurant, because people come there to converse with other family members or friends or whatever. They come there to meet other people, so they sit there and talk for a while. And, to some people it might not seem like that much work, but it really is. And to only make $1 an hour, basically, like, say those people are there for an hour, and I know she had other tables, but that just, oh my god, that hurt my heart, seeing $1 on a table that a baby spilled stuff all over. Like, that's messed up. So if you guys go out to eat or anything like that, please tip your waitress, because I can guarantee you one good tip in the day would make their day. You know? Because our waitress was like, "Do you want some change?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "There's a 5 and a 10 there. I mean, what would I want?" If I didn't want to give you that much, I wouldn't have given you a 5 and a 10. I'd given you just the 10 or something. I'm like, I know that you can use it right now. Everybody can. So, luckily enough, my husband was, not luckily, because he'd have made just as much sitting at home, but, my husband got to work through all this. So, if we can help somebody get a little extra money, I mean, I know it wasn't, like, like I said, nothing to brag about, but at the same time, I just felt so bad for whoever's table that was. That's ridiculous. I don't know. But yeah, so we went to the zoo yesterday, and we had a really good time. Alicia, it's so funny, because Alicia, Patience's sister, older sister, the one that came down for the weekend, like I said, we haven't got to see her in, like, over, like, a year and a half. And, Patience made a comment on the way home. She's like, because Alicia's like, she does, like, "I'm emo, I have no feelings," but we know her better than that. Like, me and Mike know her better than that. And we told her that, and she's like, "Yeah, because you guys actually care enough to ask." And, on the way home, we were talking about how it was sad that, her, even though her mother's out of prison, she's still, apparently, she does nothing but lay in her bedroom. I guess she's, like, really depressed or something. I don't know. But Patience is like, she follows you around everywhere you go. And I was like, yeah, honey, because she needs somebody to give a crap. And she doesn't get that attention like you did. You're lucky because, yes, you didn't have a good biological parent, but you still had a parent that cared about you enough to ask you, are you okay? You know, they know that she's not okay, and none of them are smart enough to ask about it, though. None of them are smart enough or care enough, I don't know which it is, to see that the girl needs help. So whenever she comes down here, she follows me around the whole time. Every time I go, and if I'm in the bathroom doing my makeup, she stands right there in the hallway. If I'm in the kitchen, she comes and stands behind me while I'm cooking. And not that I mind it, because it actually makes me feel good, because I know that that's something that she needs. I know that she, like, craves that motherly affection, and she just doesn't get it. I don't think her mother could give it to her if she wanted to. I don't think she has the emotional capacity to give anybody real love. As sad as that is, I'm honestly to the point where I think that it's a mental illness with her as well, that she, like, can't give love, you know what I mean? I don't know, because she, supposedly right now she's clean, and she still is not being a mom. So what is it now? We always thought that, once she would get clean, that maybe things would get better, and they just haven't. And that's what Mike was telling patients. He's like, the poor girl's looking for guidance. You're lucky because you have guidance, or you have somebody that has held your hand through while you're trying to figure yourself out and figure out, what you want and what you aspire for. She doesn't have that. And so when she's down here, she just wants to suck up as much of the attention that I'll give her, and I think Patience ends up feeling like Alicia's ignoring her the whole time. But it's not that. It's that she doesn't get that kind of attention ever. And she needs that. We told her, if she decides to go to college, or if she gets it, we told her if she gets a job at Fright Farm this year, that she can live with us. She's almost 17 now. She can choose where she lives. We told her, you want to live down here with us, or even just come stay for a while. We always make sure that, she's good, and she was happy this weekend. And it's very rare to see her happy.